Hey everyone, I'm here with Brandon McGuire. He's the director of the film Mining for God. And I hope you get a chance to see Mining for God. It takes a look at some of the reasons why we should believe in Christianity and just the different things we might think about as we approach Christianity and how to talk about it with other people. And so I'm going to ask Brandon just kind of a few questions about the film and really about how to even apply some of these ideas in our lives. And so I want to start here. Let's say I've watched Money for God, and I have. It's good. You should check it out. I've watched it, and I'm inspired. I've learned all this truth, and now what? Now what should I do if I say, okay, this film moved me, these truths moved me. Now what? How do I go and take this to my office or to my friends at school?
Yeah, I think the most basic answer to that question would be to actually use the film itself as a tool for evangelism. And, I always, if I read a book or something like that, and a lot of the ideas in the book touched me or moved me or encouraged me in some way, the first thing I think to do is to say, hey, you should check out this book. And so that's the most basic kind of first idea is, and that's a huge part of my heart behind making Mining for God as well, was that the church would use it as a tool, not just a film to be entertained by, but that they would actually see the call to action built in. And I've always prayed that as people are watching it, that they would have a particular person that would come to their mind, their aunt or their friend or whoever, if they hear a particular line and think, man, that person could really, they really need to hear that, and that they would then kind of be motivated to share the film with somebody else in that way. And answering your question of what do we do with the information that we come across in a film like Mining for God or a book like The Case for Christ or whatever the case may be, when you have all this truth that you're equipped with, how do you use that truth to effectively engage somebody and to ultimately lead them to Christ? And I like to think of it as a balance between the active and the passive. I like to think of it as active listening or intentional engagement with somebody, where you're not just hoping maybe we'll talk about Christianity, maybe the things of God will come up, but you see yourself in the role of a journalist, and you are very much interested in getting to know that particular person across from you's heart, and where are their obstacles within their heart to Christ? What are the things that they have come across that have offended them or wounded them, that have turned them off to Christianity? What are the things that they've heard about Christianity that make Christianity seem unbelievable? What are their particular obstacles? And so to listen well is a huge lesson that I think that the church needs to hear in America, because we don't need to be answering questions that people aren't asking. And often we do that. We watch a film like Mining for God and we're like, oh yeah, I've got all this information, and we just look for an opportunity to spew it at somebody, rather than sitting back and first listening and first knowing the person that we're talking to, knowing where they're at, how do they currently view Christ, and then from that place, you'll know the intimacy that is within them, that is within their heart, that is blocking them. You'll know the intimate reasons about that person that's blocking them from knowing who Christ is, and so then you can speak specifically and directly and personally into those areas and build bridges from them to the cross in very personal ways. And so that is what I think Mining for God, a huge part of Mining for God was to help people see that reality, was to help people see that our culture is a culture filled with people that have questions about Christianity. It's filled with people who have all kinds of different views of what Christianity is, people who are offended for different reasons. It's such a mixed bag right now in America. It's such a mixed bag that we have to be good listeners. We have to not just assume, well, this person, probably believes this, so I should probably say that. We need to really take a step back as the church, and we need to listen well to people, individual people sitting across from us, and then we need to engage them with the truth where it's appropriate. So with Mining for God, it equips you with all this information, and then you can take that and you can listen and you can apply the bits and pieces that you learn from the film, and you can effectively apply them by knowing where they're best going to fit into that person's narrative and where they're going to best lead that person a step closer to the cross.
Okay, so if people haven't seen the movie and they want to see it, what's the best way to do that?
The easiest way to see Mining for God would actually just be to go to miningforgod.com, and there you can order the DVD. You can also go to a Vimeo link where you can download it and watch a digital version of the film as well. And we have quantity discounts set up on the website where people who are seeing this as a tool and want to buy 50 or whatever will get a tremendously discounted rate to make that more affordable for them to do. So yeah, miningforgod.com is the best place to get Mining for God. Who would have thunk?
Okay, that's awesome. And we'll have in the description of the video, we'll have the link to the website and other stuff. And can they reach out to you through the website too?
Yeah, if you write onto the contact section of the website, I check that every day. So I'm happy to answer any questions or engage with you in any way.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Brandon. Appreciate it.